Good day and welcome to Motorose Music. I am Jeff Thiel, the host of the channel. Today we got another overdrive pedal. Well, it's somewhat of an overdrive pedal, a very versatile overdrive pedal. Yes, it's Mosky Audio's overdrive preamp, the LM741. And I will tell you, this is a quite versatile pedal. You have four different modes, and they all kind of do their own thing. So basically, I'm not going to get too technical because I ain't technical. I don't know all this stuff as far as all the electronics, but they are set. They have four modes here, and that's this button right there. And those are set to emulate a silicone circuit, germanium, and I'll try not to say geranium. I was saying geranium forever. Then a soft clip, and then your standard boost. So the silicone and germanium kind of give you that fuzz sound. You can get a nice, without getting really too muddy, too fuzzy. I kind of like it. Then you've got your switch right over here, and those are set to emulate the circuit of the MXR overdrive. Then the 250 is the DOD overdrive. And then the 308 would be, they call it, I think it's Y, anyways, Yngwie Malmsteen is where that goes. Apparently he used a specific one, and that's what this is set to emulate. I know DOD had a signature model that was out there for Yngwie. So that is basically it. You do have one switch that says low. It's a toggle switch, and that basically cuts some of the high end off if you flip it in the up position. I'll demonstrate that. For the most part, I will leave it in the off position. Then, of course, you've got your standard gain and level, which you would expect to come with a boost or overdrive. So let me bust out my trusty Les Paul here, and let's try not to hit my mic. I'm pretty sure I got this tuned up. Sounds pretty good. Now we're going to start with the MXR, and let's get the gain. I won't stick around in the lower gain too long because this thing really thrives with the gain up. So here we are in the first mode, which is silicone, and I've got it on the MXR. Oh, I just turned it off. Let's turn it back on, and I'll just strum some, like G and C chords here. Crank everything up. Got a lot of reverb on there. I guess, let me go back to the bass line here. Sorry about that. I am using a Silverface Fender Deluxe Reverb. Okay, so I do have, it is a tube amp, and it is emulating the classic Silverface of 1968. And here's what that sounds like with no effects but the reverb. All right, now let's engage the Mosky Audio once again. This is in silicone mode and the MXR. There you go. So what I'm going to do is now let's just flip down to 250 real quick. This is the classic DOD 250. Much brighter sound. The MXR is really dark when it's when the gain is turned down. I got it about quarter way, as you can see here. So let's go to the 308. This would be the Yngwie setting. Yeah, I really kind of like that sound there. I need some more gain. Let's go back to the MXR, And this is still in the silicone mode. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm going to try and go through them quickly. And I got the gain up halfway. This is the MXR setting on the toggle switch. Silicone mode, gain halfway up. Now the classic DoD 250, gain halfway up. I'm going to hit the toggle switch on this, on the low, and take some of those highs out. Let's see what that does. Perhaps I had that backwards. Flip it down. Yeah, it takes just a little bit of that high end off of there. So let's go to the 308 with the gain up halfway. Sounds great. So let's go ahead and go back up to the MXR and let's crank the gain up. I'm going to do some metal. All right, now the 250. Not quite as beefy as the MXR. Let's try the old Ingve setting. Not yet. It's does some metal. So with that being said, let's turn the gain back down about the quarter way, go back up to MXR, and now we're going to switch over to the Germanium. I almost said it. Germanium setting. All right. Now let's go to the 250. I'm going to flip that low switch, take some of those highs off of there. Yeah, that would come in handy for that, I would think. Let's go 308. I'll keep that low switch off. Wouldn't be necessary on that one. You kind of have to play with it here. So I am going to cut here because I see the battery light flashing at me. So we'll cut right here and then I'll come back. All right, we're back, and now we've got it on the Germanium setting. I'm going to turn the gain. I got it halfway up here, and let's go. It's MXR. Here we go. Lots of reverb on that. All right, let's switch it over to the 250. That's a great sound there. Yeah, I like that. 308. All right. Back up to the MXR with the gain cranked. There we go. Yeah, it starts getting a little fuzzy. Now let's go over to the 250. .308. Great sound. Having a hard time finding a bad sound out of this. All right, let's go back up to MXR. And now we're going to switch over to the soft clip. All right, that's the number 3. All right. And this is just gain 1/4 of the way up. So far, I would have to say the, well, I was trying to be slick and get a tuning in. It must have just been my sorry-ass guitar playing. The only setting that I don't really like is the MXR and the low gain setting. It's really kind of muddy. So let's go ahead and flip over to the 250. This is at about 1/4 of the way on the gain. Yeah, that's a nice low gain setting. Let's go over to the 308. Great sound. It has a little bit of less a high end on it, that 308. That's what I'm finding here. So let's turn the gain up halfway and go back to the MXR. Yeah, that's where the MXR shines. It's really, to me, kind of useless until you get the gain halfway up. So let's move over to the 250. .308, gain halfway. Awesome. All right, gain cranked MXR. Sounded like a little 38 not so special there. Let's slip on over to the DoD 250. Gonna turn the low toggle switch. Gonna cut the highs off a little bit. Yeah, some of these you're just going to have to play with it. You imagine if I had a Strat on, I think you'd have to really fool around with your tone on that. Let's go over to the 308. This is with the low switch turned off, or the highs are on, however you want to look at it. Hey, what? There's this. I didn't mention, I failed to mention where to get these, right? They're not. It's not on Amazon currently, which is where I commonly get a lot of stuff just because of their return policy. But I had to get this on Walmart. I didn't see that it was there at this time, but it was like $43, I believe, is what I paid for it. Took a little while to get it, about a couple of weeks. I see them on Reverb for 30 bucks or less. Tell you what, if you could find one of these for that kind of money, I would say go for it. Go ahead, get it. But enough of that. Let's get back to the 250 and, oh no, get to the 250. Yngwie 308. Great sounding pedal. All right, so back up, and now we're going to go to the boost. This is our last mode here, and this is the MXR setting, and it's on the boost. Oops, let me turn about a quarter of the way here. Let's see what we get. Not where the MXR setting accelerates. Now, let's go to the DoD 250, gain about a quarter of the way on the boost setting. Yeah, that's just a subtle boost. Now, let's go to the 308. This is the Yngwie setting. And as we've come to find, the DoD is the brighter channel of them all, then the Yngwie, the 308, and then that MXR is really kind of, until you get that gain up, not a whole lot going on. So let's turn the gain up halfway, go back to the MXR setting on the boost, I almost said beast mode, on the boost mode. Yeah, it's just a little, it's so muffled. It's kind of, you know, sounds like your speaker's, you know, got a pillow in front of it or something. So let's go to the 250. Got a feeling I might like this one. This is just boost. That's really bright in the room. I'm going to turn some of the bright off by turning this low switch on. It's kind of confusing. Man, that's a great sound. That is a great boost. Let's go to the 308. And from the past, the very recent past, I'm guessing this is going to be a little less brightness to it. Oh, I had that low switch on. Let's turn that off and let's hear it in its normal setting. Yeah, I like that. I'm trying to wait for that reverb to tail off a little bit. Shit, it's so long. All right, back up to the MXR. Oh, let's just crank the gain in the boost mode. MXR, is this thing going to save this thing in this boost mode? So far, I don't like the MXR in the boost mode. Yeah, it's still a little, you know, muffled, but it's a lot better. I'd be curious to, I'm curious to hear what it sounds like recorded. For some reason, I failed to mention my setup here. I have an SM58 close mic to the left edge of the speaker, and then I have a distant SM57 to kind of pick up the bright ambience of my room. I have real slanted ceilings in here, so it kind of really bounces around. So anyways, let's go on to the 250. This is the boost mode, cranked. Woo! Let's cut some of those highs off and turn this low switch on. Woo! It's good sound there. All right. Yngwie 308 boost all the way up. Great. Let's turn some of the highs off there real quick. The F sharp, put the F sharp in the bass. Kind of a habit. So that is it. I mean, I've gone through the whole pedal, all the settings. I try to do it as quick as I can, or quick as I could. I did this video before, and damn, it got long because I was trying to, you know, give some length to the playing or the sound. And I was like, well, I just got to breeze through this, let you hear basic chords, a little bit of single notes. And I tell you, I highly recommend this pedal. Yes, especially for the money. This is a budget pedal. There are a few demos out there. From what I remember, mostly everybody was impressed with this. My only complaint, it's slightly noisy and with a Strat, or I had this, where the hell is it, that a P90 in it, and it gets a bit louder. But, you know, when you're playing, if you're good about muffling your strings and that, it's not an issue. But the MXR setting, if the gain isn't at least 3/4 the full, it's really the weak link of this pedal, and no matter what mode you're in. But the 250 and the 308, you know, aside from some harsh highs, which you can control with that low switch or your tone knob or whatever, it's not a big deal. It's fantastic, especially for the money. Highly recommended. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Give us a like. Throw a comment down here. Does anybody have this pedal? Or maybe you know of another pedal like these that are kind of a little under the radar. I mean, this isn't like an obscure pedal, but throw it down into the comments. Let me know. And remember, keep rock alive.